Kit sings, make a little comment about coming to the party, and Kurt opens, and I go, welcome to an evening at my manor.
1 second, these guys don't know, wait a second.
Hello,
Okay, the curtain's gonna be down, and spouse cats are singing their song.
Thanks.
They're opening the show for us, so they're singing their song out front.
We're breaking all traditions.
Yes, right. And then, so I assume, Pauline, you'll just go off the stage with
Yep.
them.
I'll just go off the stage with them and then circle around.
Yes,
Yep.
okay. Stage is open, okay.
Welcome to an evening at my manor. You can go from
My lamb before
No,
you're not
you're
there.
out
You're
here.
not on stage right, stage right.
You're the one.
An evening to end all evenings, if you will. This party will no doubt change your lives.
The guests have arrived, madam.
Delightful. Let's meet our new friends, shall we? You come in with her, so you don't have any time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Welcome, welcome. Now make sure.
Are we
you're
coming
not
to different mics? What are we doing?
I have no idea if we're gonna have mics. No clue.
Oh, okay.
Just we need to belt it.
Yeah,
All right, that's a good group.
slow and loud.
That's a good group.
So wait, you said they come in with me, so I skipped this line.
No, no, as you wish.
As you wish, madam.
Yep.
Here they
They
are.
can be right behind you.
Okay.
Just, yeah. In fact, why don't you come over there, so we're not all globbed in line. As you wish, madam, and present them over here.
Okay.
Shall I come over here?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, you come over there.
Welcome, welcome, my name is G. Cliff, and I'm your host. I've gathered all of you here this evening for an experience to die for. I believe it would be a good time for some formal introduction.
Well, of course, I will go first, as I'm sure many of you already know who I am. Caroline Actress, award-winning actress.
Don't turn around and look at me.
Oh, can I go out to the audience?
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
10 and 2? Okay.
Quarter turn.
I was the lead in such critically acclaimed films as The Noise of Music and Sherry Toppings.
You're not the only famous person here, you know.
Oh.
I am Diane Jenkins, criminology professor at Harvard, and a famed mystery author.
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose we can't all be Oscar-nominated actresses, now can we? But I'm sure your little books are just lovely.
Thank you.
Harvard? My husband went to Harvard.
Oh,
I'm sorry. It's just,
And
he
then,
passed
Kalina,
on
when you're
recently.
done with, if you have another one coming up, you know, we don't want to be all,
Yeah.
you know, get over here where I can see how to look. Okay, cool beans. Good.
Keep going, or?
who's comforting you? Because I shouldn't be comforting you if I don't
No,
have
Maxine,
one.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
He passed on recently, and I don't know what to do without him. I'm Eleanor Whipples, the former wife of Charles.
Oh, darling, it's all right. Don't cry. I'm Dr. Maxine Marbles, a psychologist. I have a very successful medical practice where I help people who have lost their marbles, so to speak. Oh, but don't worry, dear. I am very well versed in grief counseling as well. I, for one, am another notable guest. Belle Freck, successful opera singer. Well, at least in France.
It's truly wonderful to have you all here this evening.
Excuse me, madam, I hate to interrupt, but there's somebody at the door.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let her in.
Oh, I guess you aren't on stage yet.
It seems our...
Mrs. Corpse, you're off the
You're
stage.
off.
Now you're off the stage.
Yeah, you come in last.
All right. But
It
there's
seems our final guest of the evening has arrived, and then you come in.
Oh, now I'm, yeah.
Why, it's Mrs. Corpse.
Actually, it's pronounced Curps.
Then I believe it's time to begin our festivities for the evening. Allow me to go check on dinner. While I'm gone, why don't you all relax? There'll be music, and I invite you all to have to dance. Have a terrifying, terrific time.
Which side do you go off on, Rizzy?
I'm gonna exit this way because I'll...
Oh, because you're going on the risers. Okay.
Well, what are we waiting for? I've hosted many parties, and they're always better when we're dancing.
Okay, and then you all go up to your space. Okay, Mrs. Corpse,
And we've got to figure out best place, yeah, nice and center to get these things done.
I
Blackout.
don't think center's gonna be by the door.
Who's screaming?
Easier to take.
Yeah, okay,
Hey, Curbs, get over here.
Virgie, who are you paying though?
I'm Belle.
Okay.
We don't have Maxine.
We don't want to imply that she's in the bedroom.
I was just reading it, there's no Maxine, no, I'm
Virgie, we don't
Belle.
want to imply that she's in the bedroom, so you don't get her too close to it.
Right.
So if, where are you?
We don't wanna keep
Where are you
stumbling
on
over
the
her though.
Yeah, where are you on the- I'll push down. Yeah, we do, we want to step over, Roger.
Oh, really? Okay, all right, all
But
right.
it won't be you, it'll be a dummy.
Well, but we don't want her getting in this way.
Oh, wait a minute, so I am supposed to lay down.
Over here with
Oh,
the.
yeah, you're on the floor, you're
I can
good.
lay down on the ground.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, better when I'm dancing than blackout, then she's,
Wait a minute, so I'm on the floor with that, and then where's that when I'm dancing?
that's all you
Yeah,
need
we
to
already did
know.
it. Yeah.
That's all you
After-
need to know, just go horizontal.
After better, when I'm
Now, you
dancing.
may be responsible for dragging a body double and a sheet out, so you can get up and sing with your halo on.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you get to sing with a halo? That's so
Halo.
funny.
Very cute.
Okay, and then we all come back off from the blackout. Except for Regina is not.
Yeah, I'll be coming from.
Ah, a scream, and the black.
And then me, right?
Yeah.
My goodness, is Mrs. Corpse
Curbs!
dead?
And you
Let
can,
me
if you
through. I'm
want,
a
you can
doctor.
actually go
I'm a
down
doctor.
To the funny little body, yeah, so there's some letters.
She's dead.
Plop.
Who could have done this? We need to investigate this body for clues. This is not a matter of fiction. This woman is actually dead. Call the police!
Of course, I'll summon the butler. To make the call.
There's a phone over there.
Oh, you're taking it, okay.
Nothing. The phone doesn't work. We can't call the police.
Let me see that. It's true. What am I going to do?
Oh, my beloved guests, I'm afraid I have terrible news. What has happened in here?
Quiet! I think everyone is in shock. We don't know what's happened. We do know that Mrs. Corpse has moved on to her own little patch of heaven.
And by,
So then
So
you
probably
get up and go.
that's when you'll get up.
Go dancing.
Oh, I put a halo on?
Yeah, we'll have the
We
process.
can start kind of backing away, getting toward the risers, couldn't we, while you're.
All right.
Okay,
We're
I'm
singing a little
having
bit
more parking.
I don't-
Right.
You're just-
Give me the rest of.
You're an angel on the stairs.
Yep, we want to-
You don't get your own spotlight.
Big wings.
And the call's done.
Okay.
Okay, we're all back on again.
Hold on, are you saying Mrs. Corpse has died? How did this happen?
Madam Clef, you see, we were all dancing when there was a blackout. We heard a scream, and when the lights went on again, she was dead.
Oh, this is a terrible turn of events. This is definitely not what I signed up for.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth-
Signed up for?
Oh, well, the truth is, I'm not really your host.
Not our host? What do you mean?
I'm not really G. Clef. My real name is Regina Harbour. I'm a stage actress, and I was hired by the real G. Clef to play the role of the mysterious host tonight. My only instruction was to have everyone dance, turn off the power for a moment, and return after it was back on. I had no idea it would be a cover for a murder.
So if you're not G. Clef, then who is?
Hold on, Regina. When you came back, you said you had terrible news. If you didn't know about the murder, then what did you come to tell us?
I'd forgotten about the news. I came to tell you that there's a blizzard, and all the roads are closed, and we can't leave the house until the storm has passed.
If we can't leave, that means the murderer couldn't have either. The murderer is one of us.
Let's not jump to conclusions. Regina, who else is in this house tonight?
Aside from all of us, there's just the butler, the maid, and the chef. And the musical entertainment, of course. But I'm certain none of them did it.
How can you be so sure?
It's simple, dear. You see,
None of them are main characters. Well, if there are others here, shouldn't we bring them in here so no one is unaccounted for? I'm not getting murdered by some servant just because we didn't keep an eye on them.
That's a good idea.
We can't let you go off on your own. I'll go with you.
Okay, the exit.
if we can't call the police, I say we investigate this matter. As a best-selling mystery author myself, and a criminology professor from Harvard, I volunteer to lead the investigation.
How do we know one of you isn't the murderer? Why don't we all wait and keep an eye on each other?
Well, that would be a lovely idea, but there's just one problem. Again, I'm not waiting around to be murdered. I think it's obvious why someone would do this.
You do?
Of course. G. Clef gathered all of us rich, famous guests here tonight and is going to take us out one by one. The motive is clear. She's doing it for our money and our diamonds.
Okay, now Regina, Eleanor, and Butler leave after the song. Which side do you want them off on?
Well, they came off this way, so.
Yep. Okay. So Eleanor, you're off there.
You know, for once, your theory is actually somewhat reasonable. We do have all sorts of fame or money. That could be what connects us, and why we're all targets.
But what about this Mrs. Corpse?
Corpse.
I don't believe she is famous. We know nothing about her.
She doesn't have to be famous. I'm not famous, although I do make a fair amount of money. Okay.
Everyone in the house is accounted for.
But Regina, I thought you said there was a butler, a maid, and a chef here. You brought the butler.
It's all one person. She does it all.
Yes, it's true. There were some budget cuts. So what's going on here? First the power goes out, and now you drag me out of the kitchen. I'm supposed to be preparing dinner.
There has been a murder here tonight. The phones are down and the roads are closed, so we have no way of leaving the house and getting a notice here. We thought it best to gather everyone in the house into one area so that no one else gets killed.
We have also decided to investigate on our own. It appears that Mrs. Corpse was hit on the back of the head with something. Oh, we don't want that line. We don't want that line. We have also decided, I'll just say the first sentence then. We have also decided to investigate on our own.
So should she have a purse and I'm like raiding her purse? Or am I picking her pockets?
Nah,
So we find
she's
out who
dead.
she
We
is.
don't care. Okay, you just say.
I found her ID. It turns out that Mrs. Corpse was none other than Nadine Corpse. By her maiden name, Nadine Burns, of the Burns family. They're one of the richest families in the country. No wonder she was a target.
You know, there's a thought to break the levels. You could maybe get down
Yeah.
the corpse and say, yeah.
I found her ID.
She needs to still be down here?
Well,
No, that's
now
not
there's
the
the
Dummy,
the
got
dummy.
it. Who's bringing the dummy in?
I was going to say, Laura, do you know who's
This all seems
A bunch
hopeless.
of pillows covered with her.
I just wish Charles was still here. If he was, I would never have inherited his money, and I wouldn't be a target. I wish I had never been invited to this party.
There, Eleanor. I know you miss him terribly, especially in the wee small hours of the night.
Need a handkerchief so I can hide my nose.
Small hours in the morning.
Morning and night, whatever.
When the sun is
Okay.
So are you still Maxine then? Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be.
She's full personality.
thank you. I wish we had all met under different circumstances.
I agree. But to get back to the problem at hand, it's time to investigate.
I know a thing or two about investigations also. I was the title character in the critically acclaimed film Shirley Holmes. And I learned how to properly investigate a crime and work together to collect evidence. I say we split up and search the mansion for clues. It'll take a while to plan our strategy, so let's take a break. Hey audience, this will give you a chance to stretch, buy raffle tickets, and then return to hear our awesome special guests. See you at 10.
Okay, or 20.
Or 20.
Or 30.
Or whatever.
Okay, intermission. What do you think?
I'm really into it.
Who wants to know who killed Mrs.
He's
Carson?
gonna tell me that I did a bad job crying.
Who is Maxine? Who is actually Maxine?
What's that?
We
We
don't
don't
have
have a Maxine.
Oh, we don't have a
Hey,
Maxine.
don't want to be Maxine. We can be the bearded lady. Just kidding. Sorry, sweetie.
All right, so we need a Maxine.
Possibly, Annette has volunteered to have a part, however, you know, might not be the best to have the director as a part, but we'll see. We still need some Maxine.
Well, I'd offer to play Maxine, except for I've already got it.
That would be different.
I tried to talk Michelle into ditching National Guard.
Yeah.
She oversees 40
What's that?
soldiers.
Yeah,
She couldn't bail out.
and she's getting paid, I don't blame her.
Not at all.
All right, break's over, come on.
I have a question about my part
Yes.
before I forget. So I was kind of reading in the lines. To bring a little humor in, instead of doing the sobbing, should I do it like a little, or should I do it?
I don't know, what do you guys think?
I like that.
I say this is the time where we play.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
I
try
just
both ways
don't
and
know.
see
both of them are very strong.
Well, maybe you could do it sometimes
Oh, yeah.
one and sometimes the
Okay.
other, depending on how emotional you're being.
No, because I'll probably start crying because my emotions are all over the place.
I testify to
Feels
the
like,
difference.
yeah.
Okay.
Estrogen.
Maybe we shouldn't go too far.
Yeah.
So, now we have our plan. We must search the rest of the house. I'll take Diane with me upstairs. Yes.
Okay, now, where's the upstairs?
Upstairs is,
That's the bedroom, right?
bedroom is,
Bedroom
Yeah,
over
that's
there.
that way, isn't it?
is over here.
Okay, that works.
And upstairs over there.
Yep.
Okay, we
I'll
can't
say-
go there yet.
You're right. I'll search the main floor with Eleanor.
Well, if you two are, so where will you go? That way?
Yeah, over to the living room.
Are you going
Okay.
that way?
I'll search the main floor with Eleanor. Get over here.
Well, if you two are leading a search, then I should too.
You can have the basement.
Oh, wait, what? I don't want the basement.
Whoa, what's that? You don't want to investigate?
That's not
Oh, that's all right, dear. Not all of us can be good investigators.
fine. I'll take the basement. I'll show you a good investigator. Where's the basement?
Yeah, then it's like open the door and walk down the stairs. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Are you gonna have like a thing that I can?
Relax.
A little screen here. Oh, that's funny.
You might just have a sign that says, the basement.
Yeah, the basement. Basement down here.
All right, so now we split up. I guess we didn't need to move yet.
Okay, then we. Oh, okay, I see.
So we've got next.
I don't see why I had to take the basement, and I don't see why they stuck me with the servant. No offense.
Now, Caroline, I'm sure the butler doesn't want to be mixed up in any of this either. Maybe we could all work together.
Well, she's right. I'm not too happy being stuck with you either, miss. I was just doing my job. How is this any of my business? I was working hard. Do you want dinner or not?
Oh, I believe you. And since you're such a hard worker, I'll let you go into the basement first. It's my pleasure.
Oh, brother.
Here it is right here.
What brought you here anyway? Do you always work here, or were you hired by our mysterious host, G. Clef?
I'm here because I used to work for, well, never mind. That doesn't matter. But I believe Regina knew my former employer and reached out to me for a job here tonight.
So curious. Say, this basement's really giving me the creeps, the
Me
cramps,
too.
the curves.
Me too.
You know, sometimes before a big movie audition, I'll sing a little song to get rid of the nerves. A song might help us now, too.
Sing, sing, sing.
So should we, when we go off, since we're gonna be singing next anyway, should we just sort of walk through and then come back up?
Yeah. Saves time.
Yeah, because it says switch scenes again, so We need to go right back to our places, I think.
Yeah, now, we're back in the basement.
Yeah, we're back in the basement.
Okay. And this all stays here, no moving of furnitures and stuff like that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
Wait, what is that? I think I found a clue.
What is it?
Looks like G. Clef has been working down here to plan this whole party. She wrote out a list of guests and appears to have come up with the name G. Clef as an alias. G. Clef must mean something. But what could that be?
I think I might know.
Oh, you don't ever.
I'm not just an actress, you know.
Of course
I'm
not.
also a classically trained singer to widen my performing range, of course. In one of my music theory classes, I remember that I was told G clef stood for treble clef.
Treble clef? Like the musical symbol? Oh my.
What is it? Does that mean something to you?
Well, yes, but I shouldn't say much. Well, it's just that my former employer was very fond of the treble clef.
Interesting. Come now, let's go meet with the others and tell them what we found.
Okay, so we leave them. Okay, and then the light just switches. Okay.
All right, where should we go first? Regina, you were here before the rest of us. Did you see anything up here worth investigating?
Not exactly. But I was told never to go into the master bedroom.
That sounds like a perfect place to start.
A bed.
It looks like G. Clef might have been staying in this room. She must have needed to be here ahead of time to prepare for this elaborate scheme. This bed has clearly been slept in. Look, on the bedside table, there appears to be some papers. Maybe plans for this evening? What do they look like to you, Regina?
They don't look like plans at all. It almost seems like mind puzzles to pass the time. The interesting thing is that they're all anagrams.
Anagrams. Curious way to pass the time. You know, I use anagrams in my mystery novels to rearrange letters in a character's name to create new fake names so no one knows their real identity.
Oh my. Do you think that could be what our murderer did here tonight? This obsession with anagrams must be important. We have to tell the others. Yeah.
I say we start our search in the entryway.
Knock, knock, knock.
Why, who could that be in this storm? We should let them in.
No, really.
Police, open up.
You weren't able to call the police since the phone lines were down. And how did you get in here in the storm? And how did you know how to come in here?
I'm
Okay,
detective.
walk in then.
Okay. And you're gonna have the other two.
Sam and,
Vicky come in with you. And so we're gonna give you another line to add in there. Or you can ad-lib it. Probably, I was stuck in the storm on my way here, only just made it to the house, and I
I
found.
have it in here.
Oh, okay,
Here, I don't know if you have it in yours.
Probably not.
Melinda.
What's
Right, that. We added that line in there on this script.
Yeah, I have that.
You have that line?
okay, cool.
About
But not the last part.
all right, go ahead.
I was on my way here for the party invited by G. Clef, but I got held up at work and was stuck in the storm on my way here. I only just made it to the house. These late arrivals were also standing out here in the cold. But what is this you said about trying to call the police?
That's the only difference.
Detective, there was a murder here tonight. Will you help us?
A murder? Of course, I will help you. It's my job after all.
No, that's, sorry, there's another one.
And Melinda, don't
Sorry,
try not
you have another
to, if
one.
they're upstaging you, get up on, a little bit on their level so you're not turning to
This is
face
your
them.
one now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't let them upstage you.
So, do I need a new sheet or something?
I'll send, it's just this part. Melinda, I'll send it to you, okay?
Okay.
Detective, there was a murder here tonight. Mrs. Corpse
Curbs.
was killed. We don't know how or why. Was she struck, stabbed, or maybe a love triangle and she was poisoned?
And then they're singing Love Potion number 9.
Okay.
That's why there was a new
And who is it that's singing that?
lemon twist.
Lemon twist.
Okay.
And we just I assume to stand here because they can just go right up. in
No,
front of
you'd
us.
want to back, because otherwise you're just going to steal focus. Just let them
Okay.
sing their song.
And under that says I'm detective, is that arpeggio?
Yes.
Okay.
Now they say Love Potion number 9, so it's you now, a murder.
Okay. A murder? Of course I will help you. It's my job after all. I will need to know everything that happened here tonight if I'm going to catch this murderer.
We found a clue.
Yes, we did. Hold on. Who is this?
Yes, sir.
It is a detective. She's going to help us solve this crime.
Thank goodness. I think this is all starting to come together. We're now back in business.
So what has happened here? And what is this important evidence you have found?
Well, when we were upstairs, we found out that our fake host, G-Clef, has a fondness for anagrams.
And I deduced that G-clef stands for treble clef. Maybe treble clef is an anagram.
Remarkable work, ladies. But what would it be an anagram for?
I think I might know. I mentioned to some of you that my former employer had a fondness for the treble clef, and I'm starting to think she might be the killer. In fact, she's one of the guests here tonight.
Oh, no.
My former employer was...
My goodness.
Is there no scream at that one? I think we just screamed there.
My goodness. The butler, chef, maid is checking your pulse. Dead.
Actually, it'd be really funny
And
if she
just
had
before, and just before she revealed the killer.
Not so. She said just enough that I think I can tell exactly who it is.
Well, who is it then? I confess, I haven't yet deduced who the culprit is.
Oh, love for music and an anagram for a name? I think the murderer is Belle Frett, who isn't on stage at this time. She's not with us. It's Belle Frett. Think about it. Belle is a musician, and her name is an anagram for treble clef.
You're right. I don't know how I didn't see it before. I bet our dear butler cook maid had been employed in her service. Sweet Caroline, you seem to have cracked this case wide open.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. You should do that. It's my pleasure.
Sweet Caroline.
That settles it, Miss Belfrett. What do you have to say for yourself?
Y'all look, and she's gone.
She's gone!
Where'd she go? She was just here when the detective arrived.
I know where she went. We saw her slip away over there. Maybe it was over here. No, let's go get her. And she's standing there in the
Now that'd be an easy one for a nap.
You know, of course, my money
It'll just be somebody on the first row.
Let's go get her.
With all of us working together, I say there's no way we won't find her. Come on, everybody. Let's start searching. We'll get this joint jumping.
Okay.
Oh, man. We got her now.
Thank you for the assist, musicians.
What? How did you know it was me?
Oh, it was all because of my marvelous deductive skills. You see, Belle, we found out that G-Clef, our murderous host, was someone who had a fondness for music and anagrams. You are the only musician invited, and your name is an anagram for treble clef, or as it's also known, G-Clef. You killed the butler to stop her from incriminating you, but it was too late. We already had enough evidence to know it was you all along.
You're under arrest, Miss Flagg.
What were you trying to do? Take us out one by one?
That was my plan all along. You heard that I'm an opera diva. But my music is only popular in France. I deserve so much more. I should have a Grammy and platinum records. Instead, the world focuses on you. You famed performers, acclaimed scholars, and rich debutantes have no idea what it's been like for me. You have everything I deserve. And so I decided to take it away from you. I will be the sole survivor here tonight. And your host, G. Clef, was really Regina the murderer. That's what I'll tell you the rest. I will be the hero who stopped her from committing more crimes. The media won't be able to get enough of me, and I'll be just as rich and famous as I always should have been. I will achieve all of my million dreams.
Now, when I say you're under arrest, I was gonna put some handcuffs on you.
Not yet. It's after this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's too busy monologuing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's my one, yeah.
There you have it. My motive, my plan, all of it. There's no chance you will stop me from succeeding. I have built my foolproof plan to gain fame and get back at all of you for stealing the spotlight. Now, no one will be able to stop me.
Got you now.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
You can't. And the fantastic.
They caught you.
Fantastic.
But they got you.
So,
All right.
But she can't be the
No!
villain. He came all the way over here from Greater Paris, her fan club, just to see her. We had a little.
are you putting something else in?
This is.
Oh, this is the
Fantastic.
Fantastics, okay.
I will look up. You know, anyway. You know, okay, so then Becky stands up, faces forward, blows the pipe, and we sing, do we know you, we loved you, we always loved you, even though the tears are falling from our eyes. We'll still remember, baby, when our love was so strong. So go on, go ahead and take her, go on and take her away. Bye, 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 goodbye. She didn't love us the way we loved her, because if she did, she wouldn't break our
They're
hearts.
singing this shit.
You're just a killer, baby. But our love was so strong. So go on, take her away, bye, 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 goodbye, bye, bye.
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling musicians.
And the chorus is going to come in and join us with the na 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 at the end stuff. All right.
We're joining in on na 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 na?
Yeah.
At the very end.
That's all.
And then you say, take it away.
Take her away, detective.
Then you take me away.
Thanks for the assistance, ladies. As for you, Belfred, I hope you've learned your lesson and will someday straighten up and fly right.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
what are we
that's,
doing now?
no, we're not doing that.
No,
We're not done.
we're not.
No, sorry.
I hope you've learned your lesson.
Okay. It's just take her away, detective, and
Take her
we'll
away,
leave.
detective.
Can I make a
Okay.
suggestion, back up where the chorus members wanted to sneak up behind her and grab her from behind? That's when you should cuff her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to be over there where she's talking.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
Got you. And she says, no, and that's when you're.
You're gonna cuff me.
Okay.
And then after they sing, I would say, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling musicians. And then,
Take her away, detective.
and then we go off. This side or the other side?
Okay,
Wherever
so,
you're standing.
so Detective Liz is her line about thanks for the
Yeah,
assistance.
because we're not doing straight
All right.
up and flat.
Alrighty.
You're
Alrighty.
done, detective, right now.
And I would have
No,
gotten away
she's
from you.
not.
Okay, I'm up to
You
take
can't
her away,
really
detective.
take
So
her
there I
away.
am.
So after
There I am.
take it away.
We were able to work together and use our collective investigative skills to catch a murderer.
Now I suppose all that's left for us is to wait out this storm.
Now you're back on, detective.
That's right. Miss Brecht is cuffed in the foyer. She's not going anywhere tonight. As soon as the storm clears, I'll be taking her in myself.
Thank you for your help, detective. If it weren't for you, we might not have made it out this evening alive.
No need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
I'm glad we have put all this murder business behind us. It's a shame we didn't get to enjoy the party, though.
Why, this might be the most fun I've had at a party in years. Well, except for the murder part.
I must say, it was a pleasure working with all of you. Maybe next time we meet, it will be under better circumstances.
You can say that again. Let's be grateful for surviving the evening together and ending up even stronger than before.
All right, good job, you guys, for the first time. You all know what we need to work on now.
Yep.
We're good. Thank you.
We've got some good basic things.
Yep. So
Yeah.
next Monday, we'll do the same thing.
Quartet sings. Let me go.